When I think back on the last 12 months, a lot of emotions come to mind, like fear, anxiousness, excitement, overwhelmed, joy, happiness, are just a few that come to mind. Jason and I knew when we started our journey to adoption it wouldn't be easy, and we knew there was so much to learn from what it looked like getting started with the process, to the mountain of paperwork during the process, and then what our life would look like once the adoption was finalized. We knew it would be hard, but we were so ready to bring our Nora home and would do whatever we could. For us, the most important step when going through this journey was educating ourselves and our family. We are blessed to have adoption close to our family, but it's a whole new level when you yourselves are going through the process. We couldn't read enough books or talk to enough adoptees or adoptive parents or get connected to enough adoption groups online. We wanted to soak in as much information as we could while going through the adoption process. And now, here we are, 12 months after we finalized our daughter's adoption, and we still don't know it all. Now that we are on this side of the journey, post-adoption, a flood of new emotions come in, like inadequacy. Are we doing enough? How can we best support and love Nora? How can we honor Nora's first family in our lives? How can we teach Nora about her culture throughout her life? What can we do better for Nora? And the list of questions are never ending. One thing Jason and I have learned these last 12 months is that with prayer and support of friends and family, the journey will still be hard and might look different from a traditional family, but that doesn't mean it can't be also incredible. Yes, I have days where I feel like I have failed Nora and days where I feel like I'm not doing her first family and culture justice, but I know those are lies. I know that God placed Nora in our lives for a reason, and He shows us that daily. This past July, we had the immense pleasure of traveling back to where Nora was born for a festival honoring her culture, and we even got to bring along some of our family. I didn't know what to expect, and if I were to be honest, I was terrified. We hadn't gone back to her birthplace since she was born, and we don't have the healthiest relationship with her first family, so I didn't know what this trip was going to look like. But we didn't let the fear keep us from going, thank goodness. We knew how important it was for Nora to know and appreciate her culture and even introduce her to the beautiful people that looked like her and could teach her about her culture better than I ever could. And let me tell you, that trip is a trip I will never forget, and we've already made arrangements to go back next year. It was incredible. Not only did Nora get to meet and see people and kids that look like her, but we also got to learn more about her culture, try foods that are popular on the islands, and talk and learn from the Marshallese people themselves. This is what it's all about. I might not be able to take her back to where her family is from, or even cook the delicious food that her first family eats every night, but I can take her to festivals like this. I can incorporate Marshallese artwork and artifacts in my home, and I can continue to teach her about the amazing Marshall Islands. I've grown to love the Marshall Islands more than I ever thought was possible. I love these people. I love this culture, and I especially love the family that brought Nora into our lives, even if the relationship isn't where I hope one day it will be. Just like bringing any baby into a family, I don't think you could ever be completely prepared, and adoption is no different. My advice for those that are on this journey of adoption is to educate yourselves and your family. Read the books, connect with those that have gone through this journey before, talk to adoptees, get connected with adoption groups, ask questions, and most importantly, whatever culture you find yourself being a part of, learn all about it. Don't let the fear of what you might feel inadequate about stop you from God's blessings.